Hey kiddos, welcome to part 2. I'm gonna skip to the end for you and tell you what we're gonna learn. Then you can go watch all the way through. But we're gonna figure out how to select a piece, how to find it, and maybe you already have it. We're also gonna talk about where to work on your piece. I know that can be daunting to some of you, but I have some tips and tricks for you. Stay tuned. All right, kiddos, welcome back. The next step in this journey is finding the perfect piece. Now, here's the thing. We're not running to the store. We're not jumping on Wayfair. Are we, monkey? You just want to be in everything. We are not going to Amazon. We're not going to shop, at least not first. We're going to shop last if we need to, only if we need to. So the first place we're going to look, y'all, is right in our own homes. We're going to take a little tour around my house because sometimes you've got that piece that works pretty well where you have it, but it might work even better somewhere else in your house. And sometimes it's just like, it gets old there. Like, oh, I've had that piece forever. Your brain doesn't even see it anymore. So let's have some fun with it and bring it into a new space. Maybe give it a makeover, maybe not. We'll probably do a makeover because, you know, we're gonna have fun in this. Okay, so just to remind you, we are looking for an organizer to go right here, and we've already taken the measurements. We've got 47 inches. That's pretty good size. But let's take this into account. The ledge, okay? We don't want to go all the way to the window. So we're going to do the ledge. That's more like 45 inches. So 45 inches. As far as it coming out, I mean, right now we're already coming out 20 inches. I would say we could come out, let's see, almost 32. Let me stand here. Let me stand here because when you walk in your front door, you do want to make sure that, you know, you're not walking right into something. So I would say 32 would be about the depth that would work depending on the piece. And depending how high. That's going to be too small. We need something with drawers. That's not going to work. I don't have a lot here. That's too wide. I have an idea of something upstairs that could work, but let's investigate. All right, come on up. Now, you guys know I'm redoing everything up here, so don't freak out when you see how little color there is. Now, look at this piece. Had I thought this through sooner, I might have used this downstairs. Why? It's perfect. It's something I've already created. It's serving a purpose at the top of the stairs, but not really. I mean, it's just there to kind of look pretty, and I wanted to try it out. And it has the mirror that I'm going to paint to match it. So here's the thing. If I wanted to be done with this video right now, I would just use this because it's the right size. It has storage. Sorry, I don't have the handles on there now. And it has a mirror, but that would be too short a video. Y'all, we can't end the video right now, even though I found the perfect piece. So we'll find another one so we can keep having fun, but that's a perfect example. Now, the piece we just created for the bathroom, that would have worked really nicely, except quite honestly, I would like a little more room on top and a place where you kind of throw things without having to open things up. But I mean, that could have worked. Now in here, oh goodness gracious. So this is the next room that we are totally redoing. It's a hot mess right now. But this piece is a piece I did years ago and I love it. And that would work too. And we could put a mirror above it. But quite honestly, it's just got one opening and I know that everything will just get thrown in there and I have to repair the top. So, you know, let's keep looking. So as I'm in my room that I am about to reconstruct, which I've been saying for months, but that's okay. I remember I used to have a vanity right here. I don't think I have it anymore. I don't remember what I did with it, but that would have worked perfectly. But I think I have another vanity at my studio that was donated. And I was visiting my friend the other day and she had a vanity for her entryway. And it made me think, that's very clever. There's all these drawers. There's a place to put things. There's a mirror, right? So think about different things that could solve the same purpose. If you want something with drawers, will it be a vanity? Will it be a dresser? Will it be, I don't know, a cabinet? I don't know. There's so many possibilities. So I'm gonna let that sink in my head for a second. Okay, let's hope it stays there. So I'm gonna head out, but again, I'm not heading to the store or the salvage yard. Maybe as I drive along, I'll look on the road, but I'm gonna go check things out at my studio. Now I know not all of you have a studio where people donate items to you, but the equivalent could be OfferUp, community donation sites. If you have a barter and trade site, like let's just start with not spending any money until we have to. Okay, that's my goal, at least, because I want you to save your money so that you can buy stuff from me. Well, we didn't find anything in the house, so we are gonna search the studio. So come with me. I am armed with the tape measure, and we're just gonna step over some art and look around and see if we can find a piece. I get so many items donated to me, and although I've painted and sold most of them, I still have some left. Let's look at this one. This is a desk. I don't use it that much. Hold on, I'm gonna have to turn off the camera when I actually measure. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this. This is, yeah, 50. Wait, hold on. Let's actually measure correctly. There we go. That's actually like 47. I think that's gonna be too wide, kiddos. Too wide. So, you know, would this actually work there? 'Cause I love this piece. Instead of opening and closing it every time, I'm just gonna leave it to what we need, 45. Look at me cooking with gas. Nope. But I do think I might replace the gold piece with this piece. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so what else we got? We got Henry, but guess what? Henry would be perfect, but Henry sold. But we're not sad about that. We're happy about that. Now, I got these two off the side of the road oh my God, like a year ago. That's 32. It doesn't have a mirror. I mean, it could work. I just feel like walking right into this is gonna be a little much. Isn't this funny? I think this is from an old doctor's office. Now, this little piece here could work. 30, yeah, that would work. By 17-ish. Y'all see how I measure? That's a cute piece. That would have room. Look at this. Isn't this funny? I could hide things in there and never see them again. All right, but here's the thing. I don't want to paint this because it's beautiful as is. Some things, I know, I'm a furniture artist, and some things don't need to be painted. There, I said it. Booyah. That piece in the corner, I've already got saved for my bedroom, and that piece is too big. I have one other piece I had in mind. Let us move over there. This piece, that's gonna be too long. And this piece is gonna be too long, but what do we think about this gal right here? I have been wanting to paint her. All right, so we got it set at 45. Let's see how we do. Let's try that again. Okay, and y'all, it's a little bit over, but we have more room. We just said 45 was ideal. We have a couple give inches, but what we want to make sure is we don't walk right into her. So at her deepest, she's like between 17 and 18 inches. I think that works, and it doesn't matter how tall she is, and she's a mirror. How exciting! Okay, so what do y'all think? I think this would make a fantastic super shifted project for us to work on together. And I think it would solve our problems because, hold on, let's stick that down. There's a place to set things. I feel like there's even a place to put some baskets or the like here, okay, if we needed to do a little organization on the top. There's also drawers. So we could hide all my bills in there and then never worry about them again, because that's how it works. And then there's storage on the bottom, which we probably wouldn't want to use, but we do sometimes need a place to put our shoes. So I don't know, you guys. I think this is the winner. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, I'm all about saving money using what you have, but you may not have a full warehouse of furniture donated to you over the years by your neighbors and friends. So here's some other options to think about. Look up local salvage yards in your area. They are great resources for furniture, not just old metal pieces, furniture too. Thrift Town, Value Village, Goodwill, whatever the equivalent is in your area. Hop on Facebook Marketplace, hop on OfferUp. Like, there's so many options for you to find used pieces of furniture. And if all else fails, just ask your friends, what do you have in the basement? Okay. Do you have any furniture in the basement? Let's go with that. Now, where are we going to work on this piece? Again, I know not all of you have an art studio, but neither did I when I first started, kiddos. I started in my living room. No joke. You really don't need that much space to work on a singular piece. You need like maybe a 3-foot perimeter. If you've got hardwood floors, with my paints, you can just wipe it up if you drip, or you can put down a drop cloth. Same thing with carpet, just get a plastic back drop cloth, put that down. You just don't need a lot of room. And my paints are all low VOC, so you're not gonna have to worry about stinking up your whole house. If you have a front porch, hey, that's a perfect place to work. And if you're working on something even larger, if you have a yard and a tent, that's how I started my business, y'all. I had like 3 tents in the yard where I just worked on furniture years before I ever got an art studio. So where there is a will, there is a way. You don't need that much room. You don't need to do any heavy duty sanding. This is a lot easier than you think it's gonna be.